of my themes here on the yard project is that I don't use power tools. So I've got my Scott's 20-inch reel mower. Sorry. I've got my Scott's 20-inch reel mower here. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up raking the yard and then mow it up real quick so you can see how this thing works. Because a lot of people will see this and they think there's no way you can do an entire huge yard that way. Now you just watch and see. So first I've got to WD-40 the blades, and then I need to finish raking a little bit, and then I'm going to start push mowing. So I'm gonna videotape the entire job. So I'm going to do this whole area that goes all the way up there and this whole area right here, and I'm going to try to do it before the sun comes up. So let's get started. Alright, so the reason I go around and rake is because when you reel mow, that thing will get stuck on any little twig, and I'm not kidding. I have to take let me take my sunglasses off and I'll show you. Let me see if I find something I missed here. So I'll show you what that thing will get stuck on. So that's why your yard starts to look better when you reel mow, because you have to keep your yard like that right there. See that? Something you could barely see. That right there would definitely stop that thing for sure. It hasn't rained in 3 weeks, so it's pretty dry, but okay, that is, oh no, that's so big it won't get caught up in it. It'll go right over that. Another good thing about the reel mower, you can run that over extension cords, because when you know how the mechanism works, you realize you're not going to cut anything. Okay, that right there, it would probably not stop it, but you still want to rake that stuff up. Okay, so we see the condition of the lawn now that we walked around and picked up a couple of twigs. Okay, so I typically will mow on the very lowest setting, which is up here, and I could take this thing apart and readjust it where I could get it even lower. So I believe that right there is 1.5 inches, but because we've been in a drought, it hasn't rained in over 3 weeks, and it's 98 degrees every day. So I've been watering using my little Mr. microphone over here. And I've just quit mowing. So instead of mowing every 3 days, which is what you're supposed to do, basically, that's what you have to do when you use that, which means I have to mow every single day because I'm mowing the whole property. And believe me, you can't see half of it. All right, so I'm gonna get started mowing, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to be in front of that thing up there, that big ball. That thing is driving everybody crazy lately. All right, let's get to mowing. All right, so as you see there, I did that pass with one hand. Now, of course, I don't think I held my line very well, but so I was not going to cut all the way down, but I did lower it just a tad a minute ago. So we'll do one more pass here, and then I'll get back to it two-handed. All right, I gotta get back to work and do it quick. What to notice is that I have not gotten stuck, not even once. So I've been doing this for at least 6 months. When you first start using this thing, you're going to get stuck every 12 inches, and it's going to drive you insane, but you have to be patient. You have to keep mowing, cleaning up the twigs, and mowing. The secret to not getting stuck once is first of all, to mow frequently. Secondly, to rake before you mow. And thirdly, is to always use the WD-40. It's over there somewhere. Use that WD-40. Now I'm going to cross cut this section a little bit because I haven't done over near the fence. And because the yard is not flat, with the rail mower you need to cross cut to get a better cut. Alright, so I don't know if it's obvious from watching, because all I did really is mowed the big part of the yard here. This rail mower makes it a lot easier to do a lot of things that power mowers just are not, they're just not easy. As you see, I was pushing over into all this, and it just cuts, it doesn't sling anything anywhere. I didn't mow near the car on that video, however, I don't have a problem with that rail mower mowing as close to any of my vehicles underneath the vehicles because it's not slinging anything. And after you do this for a while, you realize that power mower is in charge and you are not. When you do that, you just realize, I mean, just now I could have been listening to the radio. Actually, I could have listened to the radio from inside the house and heard it. Another thing is I can do that after it rains while the yard's totally wet, because that just lubricates the blades and makes it work easier. Okay, so I cross-cut half the yard. I have not cut that part up there. I didn't do that part because the camera wouldn't see, and it's very dry up there. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to go ahead and water this area before the sun gets on it. The sun, as we see, very shortly it's going to be above that branch, and then this part of the yard is about to be getting it. All right, so that's it. That's it. So that's how I do the whole yard, the whole thing. I've got two of those reel mowers, 120 and 116, and I did pay for those myself. They were not sent to me. However, I wouldn't mind testing out some other reel mowers, because I've not tried a 7-blade. I've only got the 5-blade. So that's it. So far, everything is still alive. I've been working morning, noon, and night because it's so hot and there's just no rain. I mean, literally, last night it rained for 10 seconds at 5 a.m. I got up and thought I was gonna have some kind of conversion. Anyway, that's it. Blah, blah, blah. That's how I mow, ladies and gentlemen. See y'all later.